Hi everyone, and welcome back for some more questing from Lamordia. I hope you're all having a good day. We find fools here sitting in the slowly falling snow on a nondescript tree stump in front of this rather imposing looking building, which happens to be the, let me get it right, Ludendorff Zoological Gardens. There we go, I knew that. One of the rares can be found here. You might remember if you've seen that video, the horse, I think it's called Boris, the patchwork horse, can pop up just there in front of this building. So we've been doing all right. We've been taking our fair share of kickings in this content, but been giving as good as we've been getting. I've got what have I got to relate? Yes, I just took this very evening actually. I took Fools in his first Threats Old and New raid and Den of Vipers in this particular guise with the sort of tanky paladin build. And of course, as soon as people see the shield and the hit points, you're automatically assumed to be the tank. So I got the job of sitting on the dragon in the threats and also on the Hydra in the Den of Vipers, neither of which I'd done before on this build, so I was pretty nervous. So thanks to Mr. Jenkins who popped up to say hello just at that moment, and was nice to share the raid with you. It was an eventual success. It was one of those, for those of you who know the raid, you might know that sometimes at the end, for reasons that are not quite clear, the dragon decides to be awkward and not break the phylactery. So I was dragging him from one magic zone to another, and then eventually somebody got tired of it and took over as the intimidator and tried to help the situation. That person ended up dying, and it went back to me. And finally, like big sigh of relief, the thing ended up breaking, and we got the raid done. But on the plus side, he did very nicely on the defensive side. It wasn't until the phylactery broke, and I think the dragon substantially ups the ante. Then you start taking some real pain, and this was only on legendary hard, not anything above that. But I started getting a real kicking at that point, having to use some hands and that kind of thing. But before that, while the group was away, I found he did very well. Just with the renewal, he's able to swap to the newly acquired braces from the Vision of Destruction, the braces of the Glacier. Very nice for permanent on fire shield. We can see in combination with the Sentinel Destiny, otherwise known as the Tank Destiny, we can get up to a fairly decent 83 fire absorption with those on. So that's great. Otherwise, I'm messing about with fire shield scrolls, and when taking the hammer from the dragon, that just, no, I prefer not to. What else have I got to say? Yeah, the Hydra thing went pretty well, except that I remembered just before going in there that there's an order, isn't there? I haven't done that raid very often with any character, but I looked up on the wiki just before going in, and there's an order that you're supposed to take the heads to. Thankfully for me, all I was supposed to do was just sit there on the main boss, and when the heads appeared, other people were taking them away to where they were meant to be. So all I had to do was flail away at the boss and survive, which I was happy to do. I did actually get and I didn't offer it for roll, being as it's a melee weapon, and Fools is going to be my melee character now. I did actually get this from that last raid. Dripping with magma, looks nice. Scimitar, I'm not quite sure what that would be used for. Would it be a two-weapon fighting build? Is it even any good? Answers on the back of a postcard, please. And to Mr. Jenkins, I noticed you were playing a monk. I've done a monk recently. I think, yeah, I did a mini series on it. I just did the stick monk. I didn't do anything at cap, but I can say I enjoyed it a lot more since the pass that's been done. A lot simpler without all those finishing moves and all that kind of carry on. I What did I do? I think I did the dark path, which gave me the two CC attacks that I really liked, with especially with the quarterstaff having strike through. I was making several things dance or several things frozen. What were they? The Catter of Ice and Catter of Stars or something like that. Really, really enjoyed that. One for Nasty Red Crowns and one for Reapers. Just happy times. And then I think the tier 5 in there is the heal, isn't it? Is it Darkness Can't Exist Without Light, or the reverse of that? And you can hit several targets and be healed for a really nice chunk with that. So yeah, had a lot of fun, although I'm fully aware that if you want to play at the cap, you're probably best off with the hand wrap monk, which I think is what you were doing. I really don't know too much about that, but that's one of the things on my bucket list for Fools. He's going to cycle through in the fullness of time the various melee options that I can find for him. Hand wrap monk would be one. Another one I really like the look of is some kind of chains build. I think possibly barbarian for the tankiness, or at least the extra hit points, which I suppose translates to tankiness, and the uncanny dodge, which I think would make him more survivable and more prone to resist some of my bigger mistakes. What else did I have to share here? Oh yeah, I learned something about the dragon in that last raid, the dragon in the threats raid. I knew anyway that you weren't supposed to be able to do lasting damage to it before the phylactery was broken. What I didn't know is you can actually take it down a substantial amount of health. I think I got it down to about 33 million of the 41 million it started with while the group were away. And then it came up with a message, you're unable to damage the dragon and it's regenerated or something because the phylactery hasn't been broken, something like that. So if this was on Legendary Hard, by the way, so if we played it smart and got the thing down to maybe 34 and I'd have stopped there and waited for the group, maybe that could have been a nice little idea to shorten the time taken in the raid and give the group a bit of a head start there. That's something I'll bear in mind, certainly, if he goes in there again. Right, let's end the waffle. 2 quests on the agenda today. So the first one is here in the Zoological Gardens. Just before we go in, quickly show you. I know, Brian, I know it's getting a bit of a mess in here. You're going to have to come and sort this out for me, matey. I've got bits of filigrees and things all over the place. That's a nice little one I found recently. The Tale of Sulamades from again from the Vision of Destruction. He's quite well built to survive in there, his fools. Why was I up in here? Yeah, this one here, look. Now this does look nice. Temperance of Belief, we are a paladin, so we would get 20 MRR for equipping that. The Strength of Purpose wouldn't be bad for the build, and of course it's got the Lamordia slots on. If you don't have Lamordia and you're looking for the same things, don't worry too much. There's Temperance of Belief and the other one, the Temperance of, is it Spirit for the PRR, on several Vecna items as well. I think one is gloves, there's another the pair of glasses, and I'm sure there's at least one, maybe two others with this temperance thing for a bonus, especially good for the paladin types, especially the pure ones who are going to get 20 bonus on top of any other defenses they've got. So in the fullness of time, it might be nice if I could find a place for this. I'm going to put it in a safe place, and maybe in time we'll see. Okay, I promise I'm going in now. So, zoological gardens, the idea here, if you haven't seen it yet, is to first of all, we've got to find the. I can show you on the map because I did a bit of a dry run earlier. We've got to find the machine, the feeding machine for the animals, which is in this room here, and then we've got to go and find two pieces to repair the broken machine. One is in that room there, and the other one I think is down here. So of course now I've said that, I'll end up forgetting and going all over the place. Let's get the buffs done
effects of the blizzard on the
and get this show on the road.
Are still apparent. Huge snowdrifts fill the cages and block doorways.
You can't put aside the
So straight away we've got a snowdrift over there in front of that door that we're supposed to go through. So the first order of business
A pack of strange
is to
creatures
get through
burst into
here
the courtyard,
and try
frightened
to find the shovel to clear said drift.
This must
And
be
a lovely
maintenance
reaper.
area, judging by the tools scattered about.
Try when I can to sort of keep the standard creatures in between me and the reaper,
You found a shovel.
especially if
This
it's
will
one like
come
the
in handy
carnage
when
or a
faced with
plague,
a
even
snowdrift.
worse, just to try to kill them without them really hammering us.
You use the shovel to clear the mass of snow that blocks your way.
So as mentioned, first order of business is to go and find that machine. Oh, hello. How many of you are there? Just the three? Only one? Can I drag you to some others, or is that being a bit... No, oh, there's plenty. Oh, God, be careful what you wish for. Are these all ranged? Oh, they are. Oh, the clue's in the description. Flinger. Well done, me. Stop flinging. He's a toughie. Right, so machine is up here. Oh, well done. Hello. I was just about to do those breakables, and I think these lot have found me something else to do. I'd be interested to know what you folks have found about the lag, especially if any of you happen to be on Moonsea, because to me, it was fine for me in the first week and a half since we joined, my guildmate and I, from Moonsea, from Orion rather, to Moonsea. And since they did that patch, I have noticed moments of lag that were not there before. So for me at least, it doesn't seem to have shown any improvement, maybe even gone backwards a bit. But that said, we were in a very good place anyway compared to a lot of the folks out there, so I'm not complaining. As you can see, it's still more than playable. So I'm looking for the parts. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the crocodile optional, seeing as he's not far away. Shades of our good friend from the Saltmarsh, Mr. Scythemaw. Now, will that thing attack me if I... Oh, it will, okay. I was considering leaving you alone, Mr. Beast. Right, now this thing will definitely attack us, so I don't know why I'm bothering with displacement, because it's bound to have true
This
sight.
building is hot and
Let's
humid,
put all our
much to your
decent
surprise.
buffs on. I don't think we're going to
Apparently,
need to
the
go
heaters in
big
here
here,
didn't fail during the blizzard.
but we'll put, let's put the Hood of Unrest on. Change the sword to the boss beating one. I should probably move as well, just to make myself a less easy target for him. Is that helping? I don't know. More boost. Not too bad. The reason I was trying that rather than sitting there like a muppet, as I have been doing in front of the targets, there is one particularly nasty target in the, not this one, in the next quest, where he is quite slow actually, and getting round behind him is absolutely essential to survival. That's something I have come to realise with that one. I haven't found any named loot in this crocodile chest as of yet, but I haven't given up hope. And as mentioned, there are always pack ingredients to collect for the modification of gear, like the pair of gloves I just showed. That's not a bad little tactic I've found. The shield throw followed by the quick cutter does some nice damage, and then I've got my tier 5 Avenging Cleave, plus if it's off cooldown, the Holy Retribution. So those three AoEs into a crowd of frozen opponents is pretty damaging. So we're going now towards the first of our machine parts that we're looking for. In typical cowardly fashion, I'm doing my best to avoid confrontation in other areas of the map. And I accidentally on purpose forgot to re-equip our CC weapon for the trash,
This
which
is
is
a
part of the
component
reason why
part of
that
a
lot
larger
savaged us.
machine.
So, we're going down there for the second piece. Oh no, okay. Oh, not too bad, not too bad. I remembered I had a haste boost to use.
Deep, desperate roars come from the nearby building. The lions roar hungrily when you enter the building. From their gaunt forms, you can tell they
We can
haven't
probably
eaten for
avoid
some
that lot over
time.
there, at least I hope so.
The zoo's automatic feeding system has broken down. If you don't repair it, the remaining animals will slowly starve to death. You found both of the components needed to repair the automated
I think we're okay,
feeding
Brian. We've got
machine.
4 and 8 boosts. We've got a nice damage reduction thing, Radiant Force Field, and we've still got our Go Big, so I don't think we need to avail ourselves of the shrine this time. If we lose, you can lay that one squarely at my feet. Another shrine. It's almost like it's screaming at me to use it. Honestly, I think, well, I hope we'll be all right. Change the weapon again. So we're gonna fix the machine, and we've got this this one boss is gonna come and attack us. Let's. I think I've done a crap job of renewing our prayer and trance in this quest. Put some strength on.
You
We're
replace the
going to
components.
put the
The
radiant
automated
force
feeding
field,
system rumbles back to life.
and I do have
Once
go
more
big
dispatching food from the
if
tank
it's
to
needed,
various parts of the zoo.
which I suspect it
The
might be
zoo's
here.
animals will be safe now.
I'm gonna try and keep moving
Bizarre
again,
form drops
not be
down
such
from
an
the
easy
airlock,
target for him.
attracted by the sound of the working feeding system.
It's always good to keep the quick cutter going, not just for the damage, but for the dodge bonus, the stacking dodge bonus it gives, so that's a help to the defense as well. Throw the go big in now, and a boost. As mentioned before, the go big epic moment does also confer a sizable bonus in weapon damage, so it's more useful to us trying to do some damage than it would be to an out-and-out tank. I think it's just worn off there, has it? So let's be a bit more. I think we've got him. Nice. Happy days.
Feeding system repaired, and
Kind of
Dr.
felt like
Nordenheim's
cheating using
experiments
that, but
dealt
it's
with.
there to be used.
It's now
I mean, that's
safe
one
for keepers to
advantage
return to the
with us
zoo.
being in
The
the
slow process of rebuilding
tier 5 of
can
the
begin.
Sentinel now instead of tier 5 Crusader. The tier 5 Crusader epic moment is really only useful, well, that I can see, when a raid is wiped and you want to get everybody up. Whereas this thing, where is it? The Undying Vanguard has lots of uses, especially if you're trying to mess about solo, as here. Well, you can see there, +5 weapon dice, so that's not negligible for the time that it's up. If we can combine that with a haste boost, I think we can do some decent damage, or at least decent for us. No nice loot this time. It does, as I mentioned, give the Saltmarsh filigrees, which are pretty decent, and you can get some nice drops. The Dreadbringer and what else? What else is quite sought after that comes after Saltmarsh? There's more than just that, but that is one particularly sought after set. If you happen to get like a rare strength or something like that, or no, melee power rare Dreadbringer, I bet that could go for a good few shards. Okay, let's not rest on our laurels. Now I feel confident in saying that that was the easy part. This next one we are going to get torn to pieces. There's no two ways about that. If we come through it, I'll be delighted. Let's oh no Boris. Is there a big boss here? No, there isn't. We're just gonna go straight to the quest. Snow seems to have picked up while we were in there. Right, now this one, to me, I don't know about the order of the quest. I really should. I don't know what the supposed order is. I think, is
You
this the
enter the
last?
quiet
Yeah,
clear
I think
of
this is
Dr.
the
Nordenheim.
conclusion, because this ends
vast,
up, yeah, I'm
half-abandoned
pretty sure this is
castle.
the conclusion given the
Dr.
end scene, so I
Nordenheim
won't spoil
surely
it if
waits
you
in
are
sight,
new to
but
the
whether she's aware of
chain.
your plans is unknown.
But
Elise beckons you
I will
over,
say
restless to
that
get
there's some
started.
pretty horrible opposition in here, and in terms of the the quest itself, the scale of it, and what you're asked to do, it's right up there with the the sort of I would say medium to long, especially if you don't know the quest. I like it. I think it's a good one, but it's punishing. Some of the bosses I'll let you decide for yourselves, but I struggle.
You can't put aside.
I think if I engage brain a bit more, I could do better. Like the partner or erstwhile partner of this Elise that we face at the end, the Dr. Mordenheim. She, as far as I can tell, is an ice alchemist. So if we have the foresight to engage the two-headed platinum piece, which comes with 50 charges of spell resistance, absorption even, that could stand us in really good stead against that opponent. And as I mentioned, the worst one, I think, the one that really tears you to pieces, is one that if you can get round the back of it, it's not hitting you at all. So I need to be, instead of just sat there like a lemming pressing a few keys to heal every now and again, I need to be aware that I have to move as well. I think things would go a lot better if I did that.
Victra's probably up in her tower, at the top of the castle.
Did I do the
She doesn't
buffs
spend
already?
much
Yeah.
time anywhere else.
So that's the goal, like she's just said. In a nutshell, we need to reveal the
There's a conspicuous
levers
elevator
and
in the
things
center
that
of the room.
restore this elevator to its full power so that we can access this top floor and ultimately confront Dr. Mordenheim. So the first step is to have a
You
look at the
investigate the
elevator, and
Power
then we
has been
open up
cut from
this.
all levels, aside from the entrance floor. You'll need to find a way to restore power to each level.
Okay. People there. Oh, hello. Okay.
Dotted with rooms propped up against this wall. A yellow crystal between them matches the one above the door nearby.
One thing I will say, Brian, if you're watching, I made the criminal sin of not taking a shrine in passing when I was low on boost, and ending up in the end fight, which one element of which is pretty tough, with just nothing in terms of boost, and that was not a pretty sight. So shame on me. Got what I deserved. So we've opened up the basement, and straight away we see two of these lovely juggernaut things with 100,000 hit points each. Can't wait. Can we at least try to get them? No, we can't even intimidate them. Oh, no, that was a Vengeance Reaper I just... Oh, God. It's getting better, people. It's getting better. Anybody else for the party? Anybody else just wants to come and join in the fray? Feel free. No, at least I've managed to... Can I slow down the Vengeance by just tapping him, I wonder? I think maybe yes. Just want to slow him down, not kill him. And definitely not go in those damn circles. And definitely not have him buff these guys, because that would be a disaster. Be gone, you horrible creature. Thank you. Okay. I guess we're going this way. I was going to say, you're not telling me there's just a room here with nothing. No, I wasn't buying that. So that should have...
Pulling this lever illuminates
it's
a
telling
red
us.
signal crystal. This should unlock the locked door in the lobby to the north.
Okay. Can we go through there? Was that a bit of lag? Okay. locked door in the can I just get back to the lobby with this? Oh, there we go. So back to the ground floor. So you could see on the elevator there's a second light popped up now, and it's told us to go to the north. We've opened this. Good hope. There's always hope. I love that my arty gets 10 minutes of each of those clickables instead of the 5 that we're getting
You
here.
hear a strange whirring noise coming from the level above.
Oh, another vengeance. It's full of them. Can't get enough of us, these vengeance, can they? Have some of that, you monster. Right, I think we are supposed to go up here. Oh god, these things, no. Please, no. Just stay out of the way of the buggers. Do not pass go, do not collect £200. If those things hit us, it's gonna be horrible times. Now, the only problem I think I can see now is we can't unlock this until we've done an encounter in here. There's supposed to be things spawning here, but I think because we've bypassed some of the area up there, the things have not spawned. So I'm gonna have to try and be a bit canny about this and get them to spawn without getting hammered by those guns, because I do not like to be in the firing line of those things. It's horrible force damage, I think it is. Am I right in thinking this chain is the first one to feature enemy alchemist types in the opposition ranks? I think there is another group that we need to... Oh no, no, okay. Right, happy days. So where to now? What's that? That looks like it. That's a new floor. So it's fairly linear. Just open, find crystal, open the next floor, unlock bits on the elevator and use that to get around. Gotta keep an eye on these boosts.
This door is locked, cutting off your access to the rest of the experiment.
So we're looking for an iron key.
However, you can see another door down the hall.
Do I need to go in there?
Access to this level from the stairwell is locked.
Can't remember. I'm gonna do it against my better
key.
judgment. Oh no, we did need to. Oh crud! Oh, this is this is not good. This is definitely one of the nasty opponents. That thing there is pretty horrible from memory. And then I think we have to fight it twice as well, because it spews out something else when it's beaten. So let's try and do a Hood of Unrest. We're gonna do a go big as well, because this thing absolutely destroyed me last time.
The thing doesn't seem to recognize you.
Maybe it was because we were getting caught in those circles, I don't know. I just remember it's horrible. I'm kind of dreading the go big running out, because yeah, this is really not going to end well. Okay, can I do the damage reduction thing as well? He's still only halfway down. God, I absolutely hate this. Putting everything I can into survival, but this is horrible. Look at the pain we're taking. Maybe I'm not moving enough to try and avoid the bugger, but Jesus. If you've seen some of the previous recordings, you'll recognise when we go below 50%, that pile of stuff on the floor. The consecration stuff. And now we've still got to face this guy. Charisma damage. Can I heal that? Are we helpless, in fact? Yep, charisma 0. Oh, man. So I've got to try and avoid him until we get back to 1 charisma. It's not looking good, is it? He's absolutely wrecking the... I need to put the magic resistance on, I think, if I can. Can we actually get out of the room? Can we go out? No. Every minute it's supposed to give you a... It's supposed to give you a 1 point back so that you can like recover from stuff like this. But I don't think it's going to yet. At least not in time. Oof. Did it do it there? I think it did. Can we at least change the... Okay. Are we going to be able to save it? I've got a spell absorb item on. You, sir, are going to have our... Oh no, he's still damaging the charisma. Our remove disease gets rid of ability damages, so I'm using that to try to mitigate this charisma damage. Come on.
The twisted
Oh.
creature writhes on the floor.
You horrible,
You have put
horrible
the disembodied
creature.
brain of Baron von Auerbrecher to rest.
Flipping heck. And yes, Brian, now I would give my kingdom for a shrine. That was awful. So the spell absorb thing didn't help us there, did it? He still was able to smash the charisma, and it looked like he was taking 20 odd points off a time. What's this here? Oh, that's the remove disease that we just did. So yeah, as a paladin, as most of you'll know, I'm sure, it does a greater resto as well as the remove disease when you trigger that. So that's probably what saved us in the end. Blimey. Okay. Let's continue on. I'm not even sure that... Well, that was certainly one of the 2 worst. Maybe that is the worst one in here. That was horrible. We probably should have died there, shouldn't we? I think we got lucky. We haven't found a key yet, have we? Do we have to go back to the ground floor now? What's happening now? Oh, I just lit up another thing on the elevator, didn't I? So let's go back and see if we can find this key. So elevator is here, and now we've got 3 lights on. So let's make... well, actually, no. Let's not be stupid. Did I just walk past the shrine again? You muppet. We're going for it. We are going for it. I tell you, I'm glad just to be alive. I can't believe we survived that. If any of you have any tips, I know one of you was very kind enough to give me a couple of super tips on the what's it called, the head orderly or the overseer or something, the guy who breaks down the walls in the locked away quest. Apparently if you knock him down, which I'm guessing means reduce his health to 0, the next thing he does when he gets back up is one of those charge attacks, so you can actually give a bit more organization to the encounter than I showed in my play. So that was that's a nice thing to know. There was another nice piece of advice you gave, and it's kind of slipped my mind. It'll come to me. Right, can we steady the ship, please? It always gives my confidence a serious knock when we get absolutely hammered like that. suppose, as with many things in the game, it's often a case of knowing what to do to either to mitigate the thing or to stop it from happening. In many cases, I suppose, especially for the squishier characters, it just involves finding the whichever safe spot happens to be there in the room or quest that you're in.
You step out of the elevator and onto the experiment floor.
Oh, what a joy. These things, I'm telling you, the bane of my life. Okay, let's go and get stuck in. Of course they've got a fear reaper with them. Why wouldn't they? Just try and slow these people down. I think we've, broadly speaking, succeeded. Except for the old stone guard there, who seems to be coming on strong. I swapped the weapon just to grind him down a bit quicker. You've just eaten 2 of my boosts, you monster. He still doesn't want to go down, does he? Wow. Okay, so we've got a green thing there we need to open, and what's going on here? No, there's something. Oh, there's another crystal there. There must be something in here that we haven't. Oh god! Just when you think it can't get any worse. Oh man. Will I be glad to see the back of these buggers, I'm telling you. Come on, hammer them. Tried swapping the weapon there, but it didn't do it. I think in times of more lag, quick weapon swaps are not often gonna be successful.
When you pull this lever, a green signal crystal lights up.
Right,
unlocking the door
so
to the
green
north of the
crystal
elevator.
was... Is it over? Yeah, it's over this way, okay.
Various types of lab equipment are scattered throughout this room.
Nobody who has ever played with me
over the floor.
would ever stand near me while I was doing one of these puzzles, and that's quite right. I totally understand. I always managed to light up. There you go. Right on cue. And again. I seem to make it my mission to light up every red section of the puzzle. Can we at least miss one, just so people don't think I'm doing it on purpose? I think that's going over there. Yeah, we missed one. Happy days. Done? No? Do you know, I'd be dangerous if I
You solved the
had a
puzzle,
brain.
allowing a door on the far side
Okay.
of this room to open.
I have a feeling. Oh god, can you be persuaded to come in here and we deal with you separately? Would that be a thing? Thank you very much for your cooperation in this matter. Lovely. Yeah, this is going to be bad enough as is, I think. Because I have a feeling that all of those things are going to come alive, and we're going to end up having to deal with these before the barriers will open. Oh, look how many crowns as well. God, this could be really bad. got the boost going. Tried to deal with the red crowns first. Okay, so I'm on crown watch here. I'm not seeing any, so that's a positive. Trying to remember to at least throw one smite in every minute, because I do have the, what do you call it on my gear, sanctified fervor, I think it's called. I put it on the weapon because I'm damned if I can be bothered swapping over every minute just to do that. As we've already seen, weapon swaps can be hazardous. You can end up with the wrong one on.
This key will unlock a door in the stairwell that leads to the living quarters. You should make
So
your way over
we've
there
now
to
got
continue
our
your
iron key
exploration.
for the door here.
When you walk through this door, you find yourself just down the hall from the place where you defeated the Baron. You use the iron key to unlock the door.
How are
in
we
the
doing for
stairwell to the
boosts and
east.
things? We're not too
It
bad.
leads to the living quarters. This door is
What's
locked,
going on in
preventing
here?
access to the rest of this floor. But you can hear the buzz
Okay,
of
we're
electricity
going
echoing from a chamber down
up
the
and
hall.
up.
You find yourself in a large room, covered wall to wall in electrical equipment.
Now this one,
Scaffolding
in the
leads
interests
upwards
of,
to a second
I have
level.
completed
A
it the
nice
odd time
lit
just
button
by
has been
more by
fitted in
luck
a
than
pattern
judgment.
on
You've
the
got
floor.
to
Beside it, you
remove
see a
all the
lever
lights,
marked
and for
with
those of
two
you not
dark
familiar with
runes.
this type of puzzle, when you step on one, like suppose I stepped on this one, my understanding is all of the ones connecting to it would also go out. Is that right? Yeah, but then I've got two lit up there. So what I'm gonna do to speed things up a little bit is use the wiki, Snowfall and Sunlight. Do you know, even in the little summary, even before bringing the quest page up, it says the little summary on Google has the puzzle solution. So 7453248.
After deactivating
Okay.
all the buttons, the lever on the right of the room clicks unlocked. Pulling this lever restores power to the elevator, granting you access to the living quarters.
Living quarters. I think that's where we're going now. Is it? Are we going via the elevator, or are we just going through here? I am not quite sure.
You enter a sparsely furnished bedchamber. It looks like it hasn't been used
think
in a
we're
long time.
Kind of supposed to go in there to activate something, aren't we? Yes.
It was our own. I'm not
But these
surprised it's so run
these
down
are
now.
all lit up. We could go
Without
up
me,
to the top.
Victor
I
has no reason to spend
I have
any
a
time
feeling
outside
we've
of her
got to
lab.
do this. I wish we didn't, because I think there's something horrible waiting for us here.
A large and
Oh
mysterious
no, not
figure
yet.
lies on a table in the center of this room. Just as you enter, it
Okay,
springs
so we
up.
witnessed the escape
Pulling
of
this
something
lever
there.
unlocks the door marked with an orange signal crystal.
And now I
to
think
the
we're
east.
going back the other way. Here. So we do indeed have to do this. Now it is a red boss, but it's not one of the nastier ones. At least wasn't last time I tried. Let's put some strength on.
You encounter a curious creature.
I'm
when
gonna
you
save
enter this
our
room.
biggest
It's a
boosts.
green polar bear with what seems to be a gas tank on its back. The bear seems to be guarding the lever against the wall.
I have
The
never
wall grants you
actually
access to
stepped
the
in
top
that
floor.
circle. Oh, that could be truly horrible, so we're not gonna tempt fate. But it's getting chewed up quite nicely, that one, so I'm not complaining. compared to some of the other boss stuff in here, this one is reasonably straightforward, at least for my build. Other mileage might vary.
The mutated
Okay.
polar bear falls, a cloud of noxious mist dissipating around it. You can now use the lever it had been guarding. Pulling this lever restores
So
more power
it felt
to
to
the
me
elevator.
like the elevator
You've
was all
unlocked
fully
access to
powered
the
before
top
we did
floor,
that,
where
but then
Dr.
it was saying there's still
Mordenheim
one
waits in her
thing to do,
tower.
so I don't
All
quite
the
know
rooms on the
what
elevator
happened.
have
But
been
now we
lit.
can go to the top
Now
floor
you can travel freely between
and
all
our
floors in the castle.
encounter
You've
with
arrived at the top floor of the
the
castle.
good doctor.
You should find the entrance to Dr. Mordenheim's tower nearby.
So, are we... I tell you what, I'm gonna do it. I think we've got enough anyway, amply, but I do not want to lose for lack of a shrine, so we're gonna do it. We've come this far. Okay. So the big thing in here, well, we can use our spell absorb item against the alchemist, but the big thing is that two-headed thing, which has featured in a previous quest and is brutal in that one too. So
You
we
have
need
made it up to
to
the
make
tower
use.
at
I'm gonna
last.
save all our
Near the
special
back of the room,
things until
engrossed in
it's
an
that thing
experiment,
there.
is the
When she
woman you've
unlocks
come
that,
to confront.
there's gonna be hell on.
Dr.
Until then,
Victra
I think we
Mordenheim.
could be alright. I'm gonna
Victra's
go with
eyes
the
flick upward as she
spell
takes you
absorb.
in. Without so much as a grunt, she returns to her work.
Elise, you've returned. Care to explain the rabble you've brought with you?
Elise
Rabble,
steps
is it?
forward.
If you knew
I'm
what
here
I'd
to
been
end
through
things,
just to
Victra.
get to you,
You
madam.
know we have to.
I assumed things were over between us when you left. With my heart.
You know what I mean. I can't let you make any more unbreakable hearts. As long as this heart beats, Lemordia will suffer.
So these three cages,
how
she
do you
goes to
plan
each
to
one in
stop?
turn and
The
unlocks
heart is
the
unbreakable.
contents.
Unless you found a way.
At least to
Auerbach!
my
I knew
build,
I should have gotten rid of him permanently.
the other cages are not too bad.
I'm
It's
sorry,
the
Victra.
this thing here
Neither of
that
us is
hits
leaving
like a
this room
truck.
alive.
So
Victra
definitely
narrows
recommend
her
trying
eyes.
to go
Speak
behind
for
it if you're a
yourself.
melee, or just keep
You
your
know,
distance.
I've
It's
been
quite
teaching
slow.
myself ways
So
to
as
use the
a
code to my advantage.
as a
You
caster
will
or a
make
range, you should be all right against that.
Subject.
The temperature in the room drops as Dr. Mordenheim attacks.
So we're doing well against the magical stuff that she's putting out. Oh, that red crown took a big piece out of us though, didn't it? I do not want any part of that circle either. Okay, back to business. I think this is a magical... Oh, evil eye. So maybe our magic absorption here will help as well. Yeah, that's good. I think she actually disappears when she unlocks the big guy. So I can swap out the absorb thing and go with my set bonus trinket then. But now we really do need to pay attention here, because this is going to be horrible.
You've managed to weaken Dr. Mordenheim.
Let's,
But
we've
before you
got
can land
the
another blow, she
damage
stands,
resist and
leaving
dodge.
behind
I've got the
experiments
go
that
big
you can run.
prepared. Do everything I can to stick behind the bugger. No, do not be in front. I can't see his health, but I really hope it's going down nicely. Okay, go big. Go big, please, now. Thank you. And boost when off. Quick. Look at the damage. Was that 4 lots of 600 or something there? That is... oof. Please die before the go big wears off. Please, please, please. He hasn't. Listen to me groveling. He's gone. Yes. I wasted my sovereignty, but at least I remembered I had it. Okay. Not too terrible, but I think you saw enough there to know that he is a worthy foe. Definitely one worthy of respect. So we'll put the spell absorb back on because I think we just have to do a little bit more against her.
You reach the top
But
floor of
that
this
guy's
tower.
the big
Victor
deal. If you can
glares
get
at
past
you.
him, that's it.
You've overcome my challenges. So be it. It is time for you to die.
Hey, we've come this far. There's no way we're dying now,
Wounded.
madam.
She
No
runs
way.
over to a door on the side of the room. After her! Shouts Elise. Victra stands on the edge of a small balcony, teetering on the brink.
If you don't like heights, look away now.
Unbreakable heart is everything.
They actually
But it
have
is a force
some
compared to the everlasting life of the unbreakable
potions of
heart.
featherfall
I said it's over, Victra.
for use.
I meant it. Elise runs
going
with Victra, and
down.
both
Yeah,
plummet
is it
over
just
the side.
featherfall they give? Just featherfall. Okay, I'm not too bothered about the... Oh, can we not go down? No? Oh, only in a certain place, okay.
Victra lies motionless in the snow, with Elise beside her. I'd back up if I were you.
Oh yes, because she's going to
Elise
blow herself up. Bless her.
Elise,
Happy days.
don't.
Victra croaks,
For any of you who don't have the
struggling for
pack,
every breath.
I hope
Goodbye,
that quest has
Despite
given
everything,
a
you'll always have my heart.
suitable impression
Without
of
another word,
like a
Elise puts her
grand
hand to her
conclusion
chest.
to the chain, because
There
to
is
me
an
that is,
explosion of heat and
it
light,
puts you through, how many red
and
boss
they are
were there? There
gone,
were
with Victra
several,
never
weren't there,
lying
that you
dead,
need to
and
go
the
through and
unbreakable
sort
heart
of up and down
destroyed.
the elevator and
Primordial
round
will
the
return to a more
rooms.
hospitable
I think
state.
that's a suitably grand end
Only
to
time
a
will tell whether the
chain.
country will
I
recover.
have enjoyed that, as
But
brutal
you
as
can
it has
only
been.
hope that Elise's dream of a better world
I think
will
we just
overcome the realm's
let this
dark
poor guy
past.
go and examine this mountain of named loot in our chest. Not today. Okay, I don't doubt that that's run on rather longer than normal anyway, so I'll wrap it up there. As mentioned before, we just have 2 more, I think, to go now. In the bottom area we've got the temple pass and the mine here, so I'll bring you those next time around. Hope that was okay for you. Thanks very much as always for looking. I'm glad to have dragged my sorry ass through that in one piece, just about, and I'll speak to you next time. Take care.